well, okay. Progress has been made. So this video is to explain what I got done earlier on that time lapse, which I will tag right there. And some of all the running around that happened during it. Certainly not really the outcome I was wanting, is spending more time looking for the hen. Eventually she was up here somewhere, and I found her when I came up to shut this gate. And let's go play an experiment real quick here. Let's see. This is the experiment. I want you to be looking for a bird. That's a rooster. See that? She blends in too well is the trouble. This rabbit fencing is really perfect for keeping in adult birds. It's not going to keep out any of their predators at all. It's also not tall enough, so 1 by 2 inch fencing might be long-term ideal for me. So what we were doing earlier today that I filmed all of, this is next probably, is, ouch, tripping on bricks, you know, like you do, right? And we got a cowbird cracking at us from inside the elderberry here. Do you hear him? I don't see you, but I know who you are. You've been in there a lot. And we've got a fridge top kitty screaming. When kitty goes on the door, then we'll talk to them. Okay, so this is the concept. You will have noticed at the beginning of that time lapse and in previous videos just how dark this chamber is. Now, ideally, I would have cut this larger, but I skinned my knuckle with the hacksaw. Not sure what I did wrong, but I did something wrong, and I just thought, well, for safety, maybe we'll just stop at this. So the hope is that this will be sufficient to allow more light in at the hen. And the construction is a piece cut out of this stuff. That is the plasticized bathroom wall stuff, you know, from an old repair in my bathroom. You get big sheets of it and you can cover the whole wall, waterproof the whole wall. Well, that's what that is. And the staples don't go through it, so it's bolted down the whole way around. And I put fencing over it because I know how insistent the raccoons are that they ought to be able to eat my quail. That's why we have double flooring, which is more obvious on this, I think, because, well, no, it's just as obvious as the other one. There's a bottom layer and then a top layer. It's sandwiched over top of that 2x4 on that one, so that if the little fingers try and grab, they can't reach the whole way through. And it's done phenomenally. I'm very, very happy with that. But unfortunately, what with spending so much time hunting the hen, that is all. Oh my, that sun is, phew, that sun is something. That is all that I got done earlier today. I do need to get back up in the elderberry and get probably what's going to be about the last of the elderberries. I have been harvesting them on a relatively frequent basis. You can see, though, that the birds get them too. Here's a still a rather complete set of berries. Well, no, that's pretty picked over. But I just strip them off, so this is stuff that I've harvested. I wear my collecting cup around my neck and pull it down and two-handed strip the berries off. Well, that's at least something I got done today. I did discover that the type of gopher gasser that I got this time is called Kills with a Z. Yeah, there's a lot more fire involved in that, and I kind of melted part of my usual chamber for taking out groundhogs. It was a lot more difficult than it needed to be, and a lot less pleasant for the critter than it needed to be, because my system failed. So definitely get gopher gasser, not the Kills brand, if you can. Whew, that was annoying. I still need to get my locust seeds planted. They're very good ripe locust seeds, and I would love to get them planted all down here so I can start harvesting that pole wood in a few years. And you did see me cut down a couple of large branches. You can see a gap right here that didn't used to be there. That's that log I pulled up from the video titled B-roll, down the cliff. And then you saw me cut one here and use it for the smaller section of retainer wall here. So the trees that I'm cutting are very good at coppice and good at pollarding therefore as well. So the coppicing is when you cut a tree down completely just about to the ground and then it sprouts back up from that. Pollarding is starting at a height higher than the ground and letting it create like a bush form. These have been pollarded before. The one that I cut down there has been pollarded before. So we have American elm and sumac, both very insistent plants. And then the other one that I've been pollarding is this right here, is the black walnut. So a decent number of native trees can handle pollarding. It turns out that maples cannot. And then there's also several trees that I am actively working very hard to get rid of and don't seem to be able to. And those are all of the spawn off of the tree of heaven, which is an invasive, the primary food of the lanternfly, spotted lanternfly, which bores holes into trees and kills them en masse. And also releases a toxin from when it grows, and it stinks like crazy. So it is definitely not of heaven in any sense other than its name. So I'd like to get those cut and used for stringers as soon as I can reach them. The trouble is the ones that still grow, because I get them when they're this big, if I can reach them, but the ones that I have not been able to reach are further down the cliff where I can't reach them, which is why I'm prioritizing that. I do hope you'll like, share, subscribe, follow along. Those things do help me out a lot. If you have any questions or comments, I'm pretty responsive, unless YouTube's having a trouble. So let me know.